we're going to cover the main event to start off. We have Brandon Moreno versus Amir Albazi. Brandon Moreno coming in, he was favored going into this fight as well. Um, and just recently lost to Brandon Royval, right? Lost in a split decision.
Hmm.
So, look, people were wondering because he lost to Pantoja, split decision, lost to Brandon Royval, split decision, going in with the 2-fight losing streak. They were wondering, were we witnessing the end of the Brandon Moreno run, the assassin baby?
Yeah, and real quick, want to give a shout out to Gan Scout. Missed the card, was role playing Ron Burgundy at a Halloween party. I saw it. It was a great costume.
Yes, it was good.
You
It was
didn't miss
good.
too much, except for the third longest UFC event in history. And I, no joke. I'm sorry, Canada. And shout out Pepper. Angie said, "What's up, boys?
What
What's
up?
up?"
Always nice hearing from Pepper, huh?
Oh yeah, oh
But
yeah.
I mean, you mentioned it, Will. How long was it,
It was like 3 hours and something minutes. It was long.
dude?
And what did I say? What did I say? Like our last, was it our last stream where I was like, "Hey," I think it was because we were previewing this at the time. It had 14 fights on it because one of them got canceled, but it had 14 fights, and I was like, "I'm sorry, but it's too much.
It is, dude.
It's too many.
I mean, and this is coming from guys that absolutely love watching fights.
I love it."
It's just, come on, what are we doing,
What?
dude? It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
Um,
but the fight
but
itself was. I enjoyed this fight.
that's exactly what I was gonna say, right? The fight was still a lot of fun. I always, always, always enjoy watching Brandon Moreno. He's an exciting fighter.
Hmm.
He's represents Mexico, the first Mexican-born champion
Yeah,
that's living in Mexico, training out of Tijuana. Well, I don't think he's living over there anymore, but at the time,
yeah.
he jumped ship as well. He's like, you know what? Let me go. Where was he training for a while there? Wasn't it? He was
Oh,
training with.
he was with the James Krause for
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what it
at
was.
least
The
one
James
fight,
Krause.
maybe
And
2
then they're
fights.
like, no, you can't be there anymore, or else you can't fight in the UFC. And he was like, okay, well, I didn't really like him that much. So now
Mhm.
he's with Saif Saud, is it?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, which
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the right call.
Hmm.
But because, I
But he
mean,
looked good.
he looked good in this fight, but his last fight, it looked like a completely different Brandon Moreno, where he's just winging that overhand, and that's all he was really doing, and he kept getting
Yeah.
caught in the middle, right? Um, I mean, it's just too one-dimensional from what he used to be, so I don't know if that's who knows what that is. Maybe that's just the game plan they thought for Royval was just heavy, heavy, heavy overhands, and just that will make it. Um, but
Maybe.
you
And
got to
he
mix it up at
usually has
flyweight.
the hands down by his waist,
He wasn't
right?
doing that in the
He
Royval
wasn't really
fight.
doing that. Sorry, I have to get my iPad here that has my notes. But yes, usually with the hands down at the hips or elbows down at the hips, right? And he would actually work his way from there. Uh, he's coming in more with like a classic boxer stance,
Mhm.
hands high up by his brows and working off of that. The step and jab looked fantastic. His ability to get in and out
Oh
throughout the
yeah,
entire fight was so good. He mixed in the high kick throughout the fight to kind of catch Abazi off guard. When he
yeah.
catches him with that first left high kick, I was like, oh, I think he blocked it because it sounded like it hit the glove. And
Mhm.
then Albazi did one of
Oh
these, a little shimmy. He didn't mean to do the shimmy. I think his body naturally did it.
yeah.
But he rocked him.
He definitely rocked him. He rocked him a couple times and couldn't quite get the finish. The high kick was definitely one of them, and the high kick was beautiful because I don't remember exactly the sequence, but it was like a 3 or 4 punch combination that led into the high kick as Albazi was like, "All right, finally he's done throwing punches. Let me skate out on the outside," and just bam, just cracked him with that high kick. It was awesome. Um,
Yeah.
it was really cool to see. I liked he caught that. Albazi had a good game plan. You could tell the game plan was heavy leg kicks because Moreno usually is leaning over that lead leg, but eventually Moreno really caught that and was like aware of that, and he was checking and he was just picking up his ankle right, um, bending at the knees. The kick would just sweep right under him, and then bam, he's just there for the counters. It was good,
Were you
man.
surprised that Albazi did not go for more takedowns? I know that Brandon Moreno in the first was able to Well, he didn't stuff a takedown. He was taken down, but then he did the butt scoot, right? He
Mhm.
scooted back like 3 or 4 times, like really, really quickly, and
Yeah,
got up and got out, and then just kept on doing his thing.
and then never
Uh,
again, right?
yeah, he like abandoned the takedown altogether after
Yeah, and real quick, shout out Peeping Tom. Hello, everyone. That's Tom Aspinall himself.
that.
That's hilarious.
Peeping Tom coming through. He's just like, I wonder if this podcast will drop my name somehow today. Let me go and peep in here real quick.
Hey, you're
And we
welcome.
did because of the yeah. So shout
Yeah.
out Tom Aspinall. There you go. Um, but overall, fantastic performance. Albazi's right eye kept on getting hit on a regular basis. He had the nice step in lead left hook as well. Moreno
Well,
did,
that's the
which kept
jab
on.
sets it up perfectly, right?
Oh, so good, dude.
Yeah.
So good. So he was wearing it. Albazi was wearing it by the end of the fight. How about Brandon Moreno when he got eye poked?
Oh, and I felt so bad, dude. I thought they clashed heads right before that. In the exchange right before that, I thought they slammed each other in the head, and I was like, "Oh no, hopefully he
Yeah,
doesn't have anything from
yeah.
that." And then it was the eye poke. It was tough, dude.
It was pretty tough, yeah. But Mark Goddard is like, "Can you see?" And he goes, "Yes, 2 eyes, 1 nose." And he goes, "Wait,
Yeah.
what?" And he goes, "2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth." And Mark Goddard mentioned something about his nose not being a good one or something like that. I don't know, but I thought that was hilarious. And
Yeah,
then,
that's great.
he's just so humble again in the post-fight interview. Such a likable guy.
Oh, dude.
Family man. He's probably gonna go home and play with his Legos after that. Just such a
Yeah.
likable dude.
I mean, look at him. I know maybe
Yeah.
there's people that started to kind of dislike him for reasons outside of him.
Oh,
It
you
was
watch
more
that
about
dirty mouth of yours.
well, I think it was more because of how many times they did the Figueiredo fights that they were like over it, and it bled into not
Mm,
liking him, which is I don't agree with that, but I'm also a fanboy and have been for a while.
same,
But
same.
man, when he's on, he is on, dude. You hit your parlay, huh?
I did hit my parlay. Your boy hit the parlay, made some money back finally. Look, dude, I started betting on the NFL too,
Uh
and
oh,
then that's not going
dude,
so well.
Mighty Mouse got you, dude.
It's Mighty Mouse's fault, dude. If you're watching this, Demetrius, Mighty Mouse Johnson, this is 100% your fault because you're the one that talked to me about Prize Picks, promo code Mighty, and you're the one that started talking to me about all these different options around betting. And I was like, you know what? I think I could do this. So your boy is in the hole right now, Will.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sell my car next week. I think. I don't know.
Uh
Well, no, it's not that bad, but
oh.
but look, I hit that parlay, and I think going forward, I'm sticking with just MMA.
That's the move, dude. That's
Man, that's the move.
baseball season, easy to make some picks. Easy
You
to
think
make some
so?
picks. At least on price picks. It doesn't seem like they'll be like, oh, this pitcher plus this pitcher combined for this money strikeouts. And you just pick the over under, right? And man, some of those are
Yeah.
easy.
Ganskow says invest, don't gamble. Look, I haven't touched and dipped into my Fidelity account yet. Okay, but right now, look, I'm okay. I just got to win some more to make up what was lost, and then from there, make some extra money, go to Vegas, double that, and then I invest that money. That's the plan right
That's rough, man. That's rough.
now. So, just a worst financial plan in history.
Yeah. But I mean, what do you do now in the flyweight division? You got Asakura taking on Pantoja. Moreno obviously doesn't get a title shot off of this, but I think Albazi was ranked third, right?
Albazi was ranked third. Yeah, he already beat. When I say he, Brandon Moreno already beat Kai Kara France.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he just fought Brandon Royval. Royval, of course, wants a title fight. You have Tatsuro Taira.
Ooh. What do we got? What who's above him? Did they put Asakura in the
Who,
rankings?
who's above
I haven't
who?
looked at the
Tatsuro
rankings.
Taira?
No, Moreno, just Royval. Okay,
Yeah, it's just Royval
you
and the
can't do
champion,
that.
Alexandre Pantoja. A shout out
Yeah.
Combat Sports saying
A
Royval versus Moreno 3.
and real
Look, dude.
quick, an extra shout out for Combat Sports Today. Masterclass from Brandon Moreno. He's back. If you guys aren't following Combat Sports Today, definitely do
Give
it
him a
right
follow for
now.
sure.
Really good page if you're trying to stay up to date on stuff, especially they cover UFC stuff. But if you're trying to keep up to date, sometimes it's hard. It's getting a lot better now, but it's because of pages like this, where it's easier now more than ever to kind of pay attention to other organizations in combat sports that aren't just the UFC. And
Yeah.
these guys do a great job of covering everything else and just keeping you up to date. You don't have to. You used to have to dig, dude, to figure out when stuff was happening. Like it was crazy. And now, because of pages like Combat Sports Today, you get to see all the inner workings. This guy signed here. This fight just got booked. All that kind of stuff. Definitely recommend.
For sure. Absolutely. And also got to watch the podcast with Nick and
Oh yeah,
Combat Sports, right? I believe it was Phil that hopped on, was it?
yeah. My bad. I
Also,
told him you were 50.
I'm not 50. I'm not 50. I went on there. I left a comment. I was like, your boy's not 50. Might have some gray hairs on my chin, but doesn't mean your boy's 50. Also, not very good with the social medias, which is why I feel like 50 sometimes, but it's all good.
It is what it is.
So funny, dude. I was cracking up when I was watching that. But yeah, so with Moreno, again, Tatsuro Taira would be a lot of fun. Um, I don't know, man. We're kind of like at a little bit of a stalemate here with Brandon Moreno having just won this one too, huh?
Yeah, I don't think you can do Tatsudo just because he just lost to Royval, right? So he shouldn't get to
Should
jump
be a step
up
back
again. He needs
for
to step down
Moreno if he
more.
were to fight him. Gansko says Moreno should fight Kai Kara France, which I mean, last time he
He
beat
finished him
him,
last time, right?
he finished him, right? It'd be
But I mean,
different if it was like a close split decision, but he
it
finished
was
him.
a while ago. It was a while ago.
Yeah,
I
I
mean, I
guess
don't.
do it
I'm
over
not mad at
again.
that.
What
I'm
else are
not
you gonna
mad at
do?
that
What else
because
are you
he
gonna
just
do?
beat Urseg, who just fought for the title. Who was coming off a title shot. He beat Urseg, knocked him out. If that's not a jump up in the rankings, what is? You know,
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that.
true. All right,
Book it
tell him
again.
to sign the dotted line.
Well, they gotta send it first.
Send it to him, Will. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all I got on that main event, though. Again, Moreno looked absolutely fantastic. We'll see what's next. But I'm with you. He definitely should not fight down at this point. Just continue looking up, which would really leave
Well, he might have
Brandon
to fight
Revolver the
down.
champion. Like,
Yeah, he
yeah,
might have to fight down. It's
he
just,
did. He just did.
yeah,
You know
but
what I mean?
I don't think they give him a title shot.
Continue fighting down.
Well, maybe if Asakura beats Pantoja, I could see them doing it actually. If Pantoja wins, there's no way they do Pantoja Moreno. What is it? Would it be 4, right?
Yeah, do it. Just do it. I don't know why, but a lot of these Moreno rematches, I don't mind a lot of the Moreno rematches. Honestly,
It's because the
all his fights
division's
are
so
so
fun.
exciting. It is.
Yeah,
It
in
is.
Combat
You
Sports
know
Today,
what,
I think
dude?
Moreno has the most rematches in the flyweight division.
Yeah, yeah. I say, why not just have Moreno move up and just fight Davis and Figueiredo again? Just
Go on.
every weekend. Just every weekend. Just give me that fight, dude. I'm here
Yeah.
for it. All right. By the way, everybody, this might be a little bit of a fast episode.
It also
Uh,
might turn into a shit show.